truth, week after my period. So disregard my dirty.
And I only have 5,000 steps. I have not finished my water. I have not done my reading, and I have not gotten my protein for the day. This week was supposed to be just a regular week 3 of Soft 75. Instead, it turned into the first week where I really considered and questioned and thought maybe I should put a pause and restart Soft 75. Which I'm like, now that it's over, I'm glad that I didn't. I was tired. I was hungry. I had no motivation. I felt like I had no discipline anymore. And on top of that, or maybe because of that, or maybe why those things were happening, I had also started my period. I think the old version of me or a different version of me would have used this as an excuse to quit and start over on Monday or just restart Soft 75. But I think this challenge isn't, for me right now, it's not about being perfect. So there were days this week where I was like, I just don't want to check off all of these boxes. So instead of physically reading a book, I put on an audiobook. It wasn't about being perfect and checking off all these perfect boxes. It was just showing up for myself even when I didn't feel like it. So here is what Soft 75 looked like on one of my hardest weeks, which feels so silly to say, but for me, my period is something that can be unexpected. I do not have super regular periods that I can count on, and it can be a struggle for me. I know a lot of do have really painful periods. Each one is like a grab bag. I don't know which one I'm going to get when I get a period. I don't know if it's going to be a super... Oh, do you have thoughts? I don't know if it's going to be a super low motivation period or super craving heavy period or just one of those periods where I have really bad cramps. So this week for me, we were in week 3 and this is what it looked like. All right, it is 6 p.m. on Tuesday, and I only have 5,000 steps. I have not finished my water. I have not done my reading, and I have not gotten my protein for the day. I just went to a friend's little birthday get together and hung out on the beach, which was great. I brought deviled eggs to share, which is a funny beach food to bring, but it's fine. I got my period a little bit early. I think just the stress of being away from home and traveling made my period come a little bit early, or maybe I just have PMOS and my period still isn't very super regular, which is also could be the case, but I'm just kind of not feeling it, and I decided to leave the party a little bit early, I guess, because I still have things to do for Soft 75 and it's already 6, and I was like, I don't know, I just want to get home, and I'm a little, my social battery thing has been very drained. I think just being at training and away from home last week really drained my social, and I don't know, just my regular battery, and then being on my period now, I'm so drained. I don't know, sit at home with the AC on and blast the AC and have a heating pad on. I'm just not feeling that. I don't know, I feel out of it, and I just don't feel like doing Soft 75 stuff today at all. I've been so out of it. I've just been feeling, I feel out of it. Okay, just got the steps done. Thank goodness. I got home and I was like, oh, finally I got home. I still need to work out because that was the other thing I forgot that I needed to do. I'm just gonna make it a quick arm workout or something, 20 minutes or less. And Yeah, we're gonna keep it really simple. I'm not gonna go crazy just because I did go out to hang out with friends after work. So we're just gonna keep it simple with like a 20-minute arm workout. I'm not gonna do anything crazy or get really sweaty tonight. Finish this walk. I need to finish water, read. Oh, and I need to finish getting my protein. I think I'm at like 70 grams of protein, so I have to figure out a creative dinner for myself tonight to get my 100 grams of protein. But I feel confident that we'll be able to get it done, even though I don't have the brain or mental oomph this week to really do it. But you know, it's only week 3 of the 75 challenge. It would be really disappointing. It'd be really disappointing to make it through a week of traveling on soft 75 and then call it quits just because I'm on a period. So out of pure spite at this point, we're gonna make it through. No, I'm gonna eat after I'm done working out. I'm doing my protein. And I was like,
get it, Pollo. What is going on? You are here with your main man, Jermaine Johnson. 20-minute pride, 90s,
no.
and shoulder speed. All right, we've got 3 rounds today of wide with overhead press. You can be as small or as big as you want, but that's good. So overhead press works in the shoulders, primarily the front delt. Biceps work, we got 5, 4, 3. Literally striking that pose right here, right now. Best is yet to come. Okay? Keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing up for the people you love. Keep putting that work. Keep together, because this track is legendary. It's legendary.
I'm almost done 7,000 steps right now. So by the time we get home, we'll have finished our 9,000 steps. I'm just very still low motivation right now. And because I'm so low motivation and just have no oomph this week right now, I think I'm just gonna do like I don't know. I had like already stacked a couple Peloton classes, but I don't even know if I have that in me. We'll see by the time I get back. So I'm kind of all set up. I just have to finish this walk. And maybe, you know, technically a walk is a workout. I could just say I worked out today. But I do feel like I could do a workout after this. I feel like I could, even if it's just 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll see where my brain is at when we get home. It is a nice day. I'm glad I'm outside. I'm glad Pollo's walking fine. The book is entertaining enough. This guy Steven's a creep though.
Yeah. Continue to move. Let's do one more. Keep your ribs down.
I just finished, it was a really short class. I only did 10 minutes of a core class because, well, I had stacked a couple thinking I was like, oh, surely I will do a few classes today after work. I got home from work I have been so drained, so exhausted. I took Pollo for his walk after work and I'm just not feeling anything. I have like no motivation. And I think it's just my body telling my brain it's fine to just do what you can. I'm following my rules of South 75 of doing exercise, because I did do exercise. Not only did I go for a walk, I did do 10 minutes of exercise, even if I half-assed it. I'm gonna take a shower because I'm feeling really gross. I'm breaking out with like some hormonal acne, so I really want to just wash my face and wash my body, eat my dinner that my husband prepped for me, which is really nice that I don't have to worry about doing that, and just curl up on the couch and zone out and go to bed by 8:30 tonight. I also feel like I'm just like a little stressed, nervous, because tomorrow we're going to Pollo's surgeon for his, like, hopefully, knock on wood, that was just me, Pollo. Hopefully it's his like final x-ray checkup where they tell us how much longer of this like recovery PT process we're gonna have to go through.
The ceremony of the...
All right, we're just heading to Pollo's x-ray appointment. Hopefully everything goes well and we get good news. But I finished the new Dracula movie. Well, I mean, it's kind of new. It came out last year, but it wasn't on any streaming device, or it wasn't on like any streaming things until just recently. It's on Prime now. It is so freaking good. I mean, I love like every Dracula, like eat it up, give me another one. It's one of my absolute favorite. I told my friend just to watch it. I was like, oh my God, it's like an epic romance. It's so good. I love it. It's super cute. There's like gargoyles, like Hunchback of Notre Dame, but it's really good. And it's just like epic romance levels because it's Dracula, you know, obviously it's going to be epic romance and it's just so good. The yearning is so good. Like if you're into yearning, you're going to love it. And I was like, you have to watch it. It's so good. It's now top 5 movie for me. So she Googled it and she was like, Jessica, it's listed as a horror. And I was like, it's not horror. I mean, there is like, it's Dracula, so I think they automatically have to put it in that camp. And like Christoph Waltz or whatever that guy's name is, who's like always kind of a creepy actor, like he's in it. But it is just it was so good. I loved it. And I really needed that because yesterday I was just like feeling the worst of my period, and that movie was like so good and so cute, and it put me just like in a better mood. So I'm very glad that I did like a really short, lame workout and had time to watch a fun movie. Yeah, okay, that was enough yapping, but we're just gonna go get this x-ray done for Pollo, and we'll check back in later and then do our workout and finish the rest of the stuff. I took the rest of the day off, so I am done with work today, and tomorrow is a holiday, so the weekend starts early. Great news! Pollo has been cleared. He is 100% healed. His knees have been broken and put back into place. The pins are good. The surgeon said he is good to go. The surgeon said that he's fine to start running on leash, not off leash, because off leash would be explosive. So he still needs to be on leash for 4 more weeks, but that's fine and doable. Build it up from there, but it's just so nice. I get my running buddy back. I'm so happy. My running buddy. We're gonna go celebrate, get him a pup cup and me like a iced coffee or something like that, and then just head back home and get gas. I'm gonna finish my audiobook. I'm almost done. It's fucked up. It's like one of those books that you read where you just like hate the main characters. So if you like those kind of books where you're really frustrated with the main characters the whole time, you'll like this kind of book. That's about all I can say about it. I just finished Tell Me Lies. It was a solid three-star book for me, which I think is like a fine book. I'm not gonna reread it or anything like that, and I'm not like compelled to go watch the show. It wasn't like that good, but my friend who originally told me to, or recommended it to me, recommended the show, but I had to read the book before I can watch the show, so I'm gonna go watch the show. It's one of those books where you don't like the main characters, so you're just kind of like hate reading. I was listening to it, but you're like hate reading it, and you're like, these people are insufferable. The main character, Lucy, is not like insufferable in the way of like she's a bad person or anything like that. It's just like, girl, like, either if you have great self-esteem, you're not a Lucy. I have been a Lucy in my younger years, so I'm like, girl, come on, fuck this guy Steven. He is a piece of shit. Why are we obsessing over Steven? You're throwing away your whole life over Steven. The best part of the book is the end of it, and I don't mean that in like a mean way, but the best part is the end when she like finally gets the fuck over Steven. But I'm like almost confused if she's like over Steven, and without spoiling this book, I don't know if she's over Steven because of what she remembers, or if she's just like finally over Steven because she's like her frontal lobe develops. But anyways, I went on to Fable to like beep boop bop put in my review, and some of these people are so funny. One of the first reviews I saw was like, I didn't think this was that bad, but I enjoy igniting my hatred of men. I also probably related to the idiot girl more than you bitches with your fancy self-esteem and self-worth. I love reading people's reviews. So that was really funny. Yeah, so I'll watch the show. It's on Hulu. See if the show is better than the book. Some people on the reviews are saying that the show is better.
Take the pressure off. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
This morning, I'm just gonna do like a quick 15-minute mobility workout because later today, I'm gonna head over to my friend's house, pick her up, and we're gonna go to the half marathon. It's a camping marathon. I'm gonna like pack up my stuff today and get everything that I need, like dinner and breakfast for tomorrow and everything like that, and some yoga gear. She really likes yoga, so I'm gonna consider my next workout of today, like my real workout, just to be yoga. And we'll probably just go for a walk and everything like that because our half marathon isn't today, it's tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll have my first half marathon of the season, which is really exciting. I like to plan these like half marathons into my training. Well, I did this last year. I say this like I'm a professional. I did this last year just to, one, keep me honest, because like if I have these smaller races in between scattered throughout the marathon training, it was just something to like keep me going on my training plan. But it's also like a nice little check-in to be like, hey, is everything going good with my training plan and everything like that. Plus I've done this particular race, it's called the Wild Woman. I've done this one like 4 years now, so this will be, I think, my 5th year that I've done it, and it is just, it's like wonderful. It's a really great race. It's not too far from my house, and it's all women. It's like a zero waste event, and it's a trail race too. So just really fun, even if it's like really hot or if it's really rainy. You're pretty much like blocked out by all of the trees anyway. But this year I think I'm just gonna go with my girlfriend, and we're just gonna spend the night both up in my rooftop tent. So I don't think we're gonna squeeze all of us up in the rooftop tent or anything like that. So we're just gonna go the two of us. But this morning I woke up and I was like, our bed is still on the floor. Very bohemian of us. But next weekend we're gonna put our bedroom all back together. So I'm like, I should probably do some mobility stretches and stuff like that just this morning, just to, you know, wake up my joints and everything like that. I had my protein coffee this morning, and then I'll probably have my eggs and cottage cheese thing that I've been eating every day. And just pack up and get going around this afternoon. So if I look sunburned, it's because I was in the sun a lot yesterday. We did a lot of chicken chores. During the summertime, we like to open up a new space for the chickens. So they have, you know, new space, new hangout. And it was a lot of T-post slamming that my husband did. I just held the T-posts, but I got a lot of sun yesterday, and now my arms are like really sore from just holding a lot of T-posts and the fencing. And I also considered that my workout, plus we went on a really long walk, since we can go on long walks again. So I didn't do a traditional workout yesterday, but it is my period week, so I'm cutting myself slack.
To that tall seated 90-90 position. Let's do this a few times. End goal here will be eventually using less of the arm to get up to that position. And that is going to take a lot of work on strengthening your core. So please do not rush in. From this hinged position, I want you to lean back towards that right foot. You're going to feel a stretch in that left hamstring, left leg, and your right quad's going to be working real hard. Press up off of this and come back up to that split stance, kneeling position. Beautiful. Hey, let's see, this is how this massive dude. 3, 2, and...
This breakfast is 25 grams of protein, like depending on how much of cottage cheese and eggs you put, and so you can make it even more. Sometimes I make it like 30 grams of protein just to like get more of my protein in the morning, just to get out of the way. But I want to know if anyone has moved past just always putting tahini on all of your fruit and always putting sriracha on your eggs. I feel like I'm one of those millennials who never grew out of that. Oh, and then actually this has even more protein because I also have a protein coffee, which has like another 20 grams of protein. So actually this is 50 grams of protein. 50 grams of protein. Pretty much all done. Just kidding. Halfway done for the day. Hey everyone. So thank you for sticking around for another week of Soft 75. If you're new here, I am documenting what it's like for me to lose. Right now, I'm at over 35 pounds of weight loss naturally with PCOS, or PMOS as it's called now. Right now, at this point of weight loss, I'm doing a Soft 75 challenge to really put my poop in a group. I lost the majority of my weight, what I consider slowly, over a year. And now I'm just trying to not give up on myself and continue to lose weight so I can get out of this unhealthy BMI and manage some of my PCOS symptoms. So this challenge really helps me focus on building sustainable habits instead of constantly chasing perfection, which always caused me to give up and made my weight loss go a little slower than what I think I could have made it go if I had taken this approach sooner. In week 3, honestly, it was a little bit rougher than just even my last week, which was traveling. I started my period the last day of traveling the week prior. It was unexpected. My periods have been getting closer and closer to more of a normal cycle, or what is considered a normal cycle, but I still cannot count on them with any reliability. At least from what I hear is more of a reliable 24 to 28-day cycle. My cycle, my period, my menstruation week, I guess, also steals a lot of my motivation. It kind of just like disappears that time of the month. And then that brain worm that I have, I feel like invites a ton of other brain worms over, and they just talk about sugar and pasta with butter on it the entire week. So I had low energy, I had low motivation, I felt very bloated. I kept thinking to myself, hey, I'm only 3 weeks in. This is so embarrassing, but I was like, hey, I'm only 3 weeks into this challenge. I could just easily start over soft 75, and it's like no time lost. I can just like kickstart this. But I was like, what the hell? Come on. Don't do this to yourself. You can do this. Not because you're better than this or you're stronger than this, but just because like, I don't want to give up on myself. I kept thinking, hey, you're starting this, you're putting all this on to YouTube right now, and you're starting this like, more intense weight loss journey because not my big wake up call, but like one of my things that I was like, so embarrassed about was like just this folder of photos that I had in my phone where I would constantly restart a weight loss journey. And I was like, holy shit, why am I just restarting things all the time? So week 3, when I was like, "Ugh, I'll just restart some soft 75. Maybe I'll just restart it. Like, it's fine. I'm only 3 weeks in. I could restart it." And I was like, no, 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 Jess, you're not doing this again. You're not doing this to yourself. You have that folder of photos of you restarting every single time. You're not doing this again. So that was just what I kept in my head, that I was like, I know you're struggling. You're not doing this. Helpful to anyone, because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I do watch a lot of fitness motivation off 75s and hard 75s, and those are very motivating. And I watch all different kinds, lots from influencers who make it look very easy and very clean and very pretty and aesthetic. Um, and it just always shows people at their best. So hopefully, me putting this out there and just whining is like, not everyone is at their best all the time during the weight loss journey, if that makes sense. Obviously, people know that, but like you can still not be at your best, but still be pushing through. I hope that makes sense. I guess what I learned this last week was like I just lowered my bar or expectations. Some of my workouts changed just to walks or really low intensity. I already do low intensity stuff, but I even intensity lowered really low. I was also prepping this week, or it was yesterday, but I had a half marathon. So I was just really lowering all of my workouts because I knew at the end of the week I had a half marathon that I was running. So a lot of the times I was just like, not dreading, but like in my period head, I was like, I don't even know how I'm going to have the motivation to do that half marathon. Let's just do a walk for this workout. So I don't want to say lowering my bar, but lowering my expectations of what constituted a check off on my soft 75 while still doing it and still holding myself accountable to it. Obviously, some things are easy, like drinking water. I just have to make sure that I'm doing it, taking 9,000 steps. Now that Pollo can do longer walks, that was a lot easier and really good for like, my mental health. Just to get out with him on these longer walks after work was really nice. And that was also really helpful too, because I did not have the motivation while I was at work. I was like cramping really bad. I did not have motivation to like step away from the desk. Work was really busy. So just knowing that, oh, well, I'll just go on a really long walk. That will be my workout, and I'll get my 9,000 steps after work. So my week just looked a little bit different. That was totally fine. And I just made it work. It was, again, consistency. I'm not going to start over. It's not intensity, it's consistency. I'm not starting over. That's what I just kept telling myself. So wrapping up results. How did I do? I got my water in. That one was very easy to do this week. I will say small win. Water was easy to get in. For books, I ended up just finishing an audiobook because I didn't really feel like reading with my eyes, especially after work. I was just like, at work, I read a lot, so I just did not feel like coming home and then sitting and reading more. So I did a lot of audiobook. I finished Tell Me Lies, which was interesting, I'll say. I don't know if anyone's read that book. I've started watching the show. Boy, are they different. They're very different. Has anyone watched the show and the book and is like, these are almost entirely different? Not mad.
I'm actually kind of glad the show changed up a lot of things because the book was some of the characters were insufferable. Step goal I ended up hitting as well because a lot of my workouts I ended up just doing as walking or lowered my intensity of the workout and then just went for a longer walk with the dog. I still tracked my food and did my 80-20 diet. So made sure I got my protein goals every single day this week. And when weigh-in day arrived, we'll just cut to that clip.
All right, moment of truth. Week after my period. Also disregard my dirty toes. Anytime I walk outside, my feet get very dirty. 157.2.
Overall, I'm like very happy. One, because my period is done. I also don't know how long my periods last. They don't last the same amount of time every single time. So I'm glad my period's done. And that's a win in my book. And then I'm also just happy I didn't start over. That seems so trivial and so small to me right now, sitting down and talking about it. But it's just something I would have done before. I would have just started over. I would have just been like, we'll start it over. And then I would have just hoped that I had more motivation the next time I got my period, which is stupid. That's not how that works. You don't just get more motivation. You have to just have the discipline throughout, which I'm getting that for sure. I'm getting that note here in my brain. So this was just a week where I just had to keep showing up for myself. So very happy. If you are on your own weight loss or your own health journey and you've been struggling, I would love to hear what's been the hardest part for you and what do you do to get past that hardest part? I don't even really know what it was for me, other than just like telling myself, don't be a little bitch. You have a whole start over folder. Do we want to add to that start over folder? No. I was just talking to myself like a real friend. Okay. Do you want to add to that start over folder? No, I don't think you do. So tell me, what do you do when you're struggling? I want to hear. What is your thing that keeps you going? What's your discipline? What is your thing that you tell yourself to keep going through? If you are enjoying watching these Soft 75 check-ins, please make sure that you subscribe so you can follow along with the next week. And if there's anything you guys are interested in, let me know. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks.